Hello Year 6, welcome along to the lesson. Today we're going to have a go at making a little version of Crossy Road, or if you ask your parents that would be called Frogger. So let's get on with it. I think there's a fair bit of code to do. So first thing we're going to do is get a backdrop that suits for us. So we want a road. So we're going to go in here, choose a backdrop. I'm looking for a road. I think there is one. If there isn't, we may have to make one. There you go, Night City will do perfectly. So we're going to start down here and we're going to try and cross the road. I'm not going to use Scratch today, I'm going to use something else. But before we get to our main character, we are going to get a car. We're going to use a convertible. There we go, convertible 2 will do the trick. Fab. Right, so we want to program it so that convertible 2 starts on this side of the stage and moves across. So let's write some code. So I've moved in there and I'm going to get the block that says go to that position. So when the game starts, you're going to go to that position. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of code that just gets him to move across the screen to the other side of the screen. And then when they get to that side, hides and then goes back to the start. So let's move 10 steps. We just wanted to move, actually let's change x by, let's do it with the x coordinates that way. I know he's going to go that way every time. So he's going to change x by 10. Let's put that in a forever loop. Okay. So he should then move across the stage. Perfect. But also he doesn't go back until I click go again. Right, so then here comes my next bit of code where I'm going to say what happens when he gets to the end. So let's get him all the way to the end and see what his coordinate is. So his x coordinate is 296 when he gets to the end. So let's use that information. Yep, so if that's a greater than block, so we're going to say if his x position is ever greater than 290, then I want him to go back to that first coordinate, so I'm going to duplicate that block. So I've got a copy of it and I want to plug that in there, but I can't because I need to have an if block. So if the x position is ever more than 290, then go to there. Okay. Or I think what we could do, this might be better, is if we hide him. Because then he'll disappear for a minute. Okay, let's just try this. So off he goes. He hasn't hid. Oh, I need a forever loop, don't I? Because it's only checked once. So forever if the x position is more than that. Okay, let's try again. So he's hid. Perfect. Right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to move this and connect it to this because I don't necessarily want it to go every time it just keeps looping round and round. I want it to have a certain amount of randomness to it. So at the start of this, we're going to hide him. So at the very start, we're going to hide and we're going to go to this spot here. In fact, no, I don't need that. I'm going to get rid of that. So we're going to have a random timer telling when to come across the stage. So once he has hidden, we're going to wait a random number of seconds. It could be 1 second, and I'm going to go for up to 3. So 1 to 3 seconds. But let's have 0 to 3 seconds, so sometimes it doesn't magically reappear. And then we're going to duplicate and put that in there. And then the first time he moves across, actually, do you know what? I'm going to duplicate all of that code and put it in there. So the first time is controlled by this block. So the first one will happen because of the code here, and the second one will happen because of the code here. So let's see if this is working. No, because I've forgotten to show it. So it's hidden, I've hidden it, but I've forgotten to show it. So let's show. So just before the forever loop would be perfect. No. Okay, is this going to work? So it's getting stuck in this forever loop here, and therefore it's not detecting that he's gone past this point. So we need to remove that and try it without it. I think I might still be able to move him with this block. Okay, we had a bit of a problem there. He pops out of existence halfway down the road. Is that because... Why is that happening, do we think? Is it because it's waiting 3 seconds and then moving him back? So let's see if it does it again. So it moves along, gets the end, hides, but then goes back again. Have I made an error in my code somewhere? Let's see. So the first time he hides, waits around a number, goes to the start, shows, and then changes x by 10. Then if his position of x is ever more than 290, he hides, then he waits, then he should go and show and start moving again. And then we'll go back to the start and do the check again. Okay, seems to be working okay this time. Oh, no, it just did it there. Okay, let's try changing this to a different range. So this time he's going to hide for 2 to 5 seconds, see if it makes the problem better or make it worse. Right. Better, I think. Yes, doesn't seem to be having the problem now. Okay. So that's sort of fixed that, which is good. Now I'm going to get another car. So I'm going to get a second sprite to make this a little bit more interesting. So I'm going to grab the other convertible, but this one I'm going to flip over. So I'm going to do this rotation style so he can only face left or right. And so he is going to do the opposite direction. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to set up, I'm going to clone this code across. But I'm going to need to make some changes. For example, I'm going to need to update this go to XY to its current XY position. So it's 315 on the X and it's minus 104 on the Y. So do the same over here. Minus 104. Okay. And then I also need to change this block because his X position is going to be on the minus end of the scale. And we also need to change the way he moves because he's going to change X by minus 10. Right. Let's set him off. So I was confusing, I've got my blocks the other way around. So here he comes, he goes to the end. Now, I need to see where he is now at the end. So he is at X minus 315, so I need the less than block. If the X position is ever less than minus, let's say 310, okay, I think what I need to do is I need to put this code inside the if loop. That's the mistake I've made. I've got it outside the if loop, and I want it inside the if loop. Let's try this now. Nice, okay. Let's try then. What happens if I put these back to 0? Does it still carry on working like I'd expect it to? Yeah, okay, that's better. So if I get all of that inside the if loop, that works much better. Okay, so I've got my cars and they are moving across the stage. Perfect. Now it's time to make our chicken or frog or other character that we're going to cross the road with. So let's see. We want to be original, so I am not going to choose a chicken or a frog. I'm going to have a look and see what I like the look of. There is a frog, but we're not going to choose the frog. There's another frog. We're still not going to choose the frog. Let's go for a rabbit or a chicken. No, the chicken's Crossy Road. We're not doing a chicken. We're doing a rabbit. Okay. Right, rabbit's too big at the moment because he's already getting hit by the car, so we need to shrink him right down to 50%. Okay. Right, when the game starts, we want them to be exactly there. That is perfect spot for you to be. So let's code that in. Let's make an algorithm that says when this game starts, motion, go to there. Then we need some controls. So we're going to use keyboard controls this time. So we're going to say when the space key is pressed, we're going to change the X value. So you're going to actually, yeah, let's keep it simple. So when the space key is pressed, we're going to change the Y value. So you can only move up. So you've got to choose your moment to cross the road. Should change the Y value by 10. Okay, so I can start crossing the road. That was not a successful road crossing. Okay. Oh, something's gone wrong. My block has not got the right values in it. So let's move into where I want it to be. Try and get those. Not a successful road crossing. Why is it going there? I don't want it to go there. I want it to go there. And I'm going to go to what? 0 minus 1 5 4. Okay, let's try again. So I'm not very good at this game. Oh, there you go. I got across that time. Okay, so that's resetting my hair, my rabbit, to the right place. Now what I want to do is what happens if I touch the cars. So we're going to say when I click go, forever if, and I'm going to go sensing, touching, convertible, and we're going to get one for touching convertible 2, we can get an OR block. So we can actually check for both at the same time. So if we're touching either of those things, then I want you to be transported back to the start. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cross the road and say, right, if you ever get to this spot here, so you're going to say, move that around, we're going to say, when you click go, let's just move this out of everyone's way, when we click go, if, forever if the Y variable, so how high up on the screen the hair is, if the Y variable is greater than, quickly, if the Y position is ever greater than, and it looks where it is now, so greater than 0 we can say, if it's ever greater than 0, then we're going to say you win, and we can reset the game by going back to the start. Awesome. So there's a nice simple loop there. You could do things like adding in faster cars or slower cars at different levels. You could do left and right controls as well, but I've made it nice and simple. So let's just test it out. So let's get deliberately hit. Okay, takes us back to the start. Let's try and cross the road. No, didn't get across. Oh, that's going to be bad. Okay, let's go across. Oh, almost made it. You win. Then it goes back to the start, and I can keep playing. Awesome, guys. Right. Well done if you've had a go at doing that and building that, and you've made it work. Even better if you've improved on it. Lots of ways that you could do that. You could do your own cars, you could do your own characters. Like I said, you could do left and right. You could do a variable that controls the speed of the cars. So lots of things you could do. If you've had a go, brilliant. I hope you've enjoyed it. You can submit the code, or you can submit a picture in the handing point in the task below here. And I hope to see you all again soon, guys. Bye for now.